Magazine, Game Changers Media Network, Voices of the Village, Supreme, Unisex Barbershop.
Hello, just Supreme's Barbershop.
Just Supreme
Just Supreme's.
Barbershop.
We dropped the unisex about 6 years ago. We used to have a salon in the back, so it was it was a need to let people know that like we service men and women. But like when we closed the salon part of it, we just went with just Supreme's Barbershop.
Awesome, man. Give me a little background on Supreme Barbershop, how it all started. Looks like you and a group of guys came together and made this one of the hubs of the community.
Well, when we first started, I'm originally from McDonough. Like, we moved back. My grandparents and everybody are from here, but we moved down here when I was in about third grade. So I kind of know the community just from saying I'm from here. But Bill and I met when I was working at another barbershop down the street. I got licensed in 2010, 2011, and I moved back home because I was living downtown in Atlanta at the time. And when I moved down here, I met Bill in another barbershop that I was in. Long story short, man, there's the guy that owned the other shop. He wasn't a favorable guy, and he gave us the motivational push that we needed to go, do our own thing and open another barbershop. And so from that, once I got in, I said that once we get to a place to where we could help people and we would be in a place of empowerment, I didn't want to do things the way that they were done to me. So I said once we opened the barbershop, I wanted us to be a place where other barbers could come and be comfortable and make their living, and people in the community could come in and just feel like they were a part of the family. And that's how we got started. We started at 151 Jonesboro Road, probably like I think we're going on our 11th year. Next March will be 11 years we've been in business. So we started 11 years ago.
Put it down like that. Now, I remember meeting you. Well, I met you before the events happening in the community. You guys throwing the parties and throwing like the celebrations. You guys were very adamant in the community about reaching the youth.
Yeah.
You're in schools. You're hands-on, not just behind the barber chair, but you're actually going into schools, going in the community, serving these youth during, hard times, and those who face adversities. Not only those who face adversity, but those who are just in the community thriving to get to the next level. Tell us about how that implemented into the whole mission that you guys are on.
Well, I think most of it for me now, coming from a personal aspect, me being from here and seeing that kids didn't have a lot of options down here, like especially as being a black young man, they were either trying to push you into sports or something that was related to something around the entertainment industry, sports, music, any of that type of stuff. And when I came down, I was like, I want to do those things, but I want kids to see that you can be a regular, everyday guy, live your life, go to work, learn finance, get some financial literacy, and you could be good in your community too. Because I had got tired of the narrative that was saying that we could only be singers, rappers, or ball players, and that if that's you, that's cool. And I ain't knocking that for nobody because that has helped a lot of us change our life. But what about the people who own barbershops? What about like little young Kendall that own 1010 computers? Like what about you got people that's doing things in the community that's not necessarily entertainment based, but still yet a cornerstone of the community. So with the barbershop, I wanted to push that narrative that like you could be a good person and still make it in life and do things for other people to like I said, each one reach one or reach back or pay it forward.
Absolutely.
That type of idealism.
Okay. Now you mentioned Kendall, 1010 Computers.
Yeah,
that's my guy.
That's my guy. I love Kendall, man. I love what he's doing, man. For him to be, and I don't know what his background is, just from the stuff that I see, that he'll put out there. Okay. To not have the strongest background when it comes to like learning finance, learning how to run a business, just to be a upstart and to do it on your own and to go from where he was to where he is now. I'm very proud of him because it's not easy to do. Like consistency is what makes entrepreneurs be great business people. And people don't understand that like you get the rah-rah of working for yourself, but what about the days when it's not fun? Right. What about the days when Like I'm coming to the shop full of enthusiasm, but no customers come in.
Oh, wow.
So consistency is the thing that makes great entrepreneurs, great business people. And Kendall has he's mastered that, and you know, in a short amount of time, and I'm just so proud of him.
I call him the community genius. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
out there, and it kind of goes back to where you're saying we need more. It's not about the basketball players, and I think we preach that message all the
Yeah.
time when we go into schools. It's not about being a celebrity. It's not about being a basketball player, football player, and to each his own.
Yeah.
To whoever journey that is, but it's only 1% of people from your community that actually go to that next
That's
level.
going to make it to the highest levels of that entertainment.
Right.
So when we teaching and we telling people to like have a plan to fall back on, now that should be your plan A, because like at the end of the day you're playing the game to get monetary gains from it. But what happens when that doesn't fall through for you? So like the best thing I tell kids, when you're in school, be in school.
Yeah.
Like don't be concentrating on what's going on 2K. Don't be concentrating on what's going on Fortnite. Just while you're in school, concentrating on being the best student you can, so you can compartmentalize and keep the things at bay, so that when you have to do homework or you have other assignments, it doesn't feel like everything is piling on you at one time, because you're tackling the issues as they come. So just handle school while you're in school, and the rest of everything should fall in line. That's what I try to teach the younger kids anyway.